in the world. This is building a bot for a live video hub with myself and RJ Redden. Good afternoon, RJ.
Good afternoon, Stephen. It is lovely to see you on this historic day.
Well, I best explain why it's an historic day. For those of you not in America, today the World Cup is going on, and the World Cup lasts 28 days, and we're coming to the end of the round of four, well, where teams play each other to decide who goes through to the round of 16. And 2 minutes ago, literally 2 minutes ago, Germany were knocked out of the World Cup at this stage for the first time since 1938. Go figure. That's a long time. There are going to be some very unhappy people in Germany, but it's on the day they got beat 2-0 against, and they were playing. You want to know? You'd be interested in who they were playing. They're actually playing South Korea. Now, Korea's very much in the news, so their footballers, although they're heading home to South Korea tonight, are on top of the world because they have won and beaten Germany 2-0. And who'd have thought that? Anyway, back to business, I suppose. And thank you for letting me in with that. Hello, Lynn. Nice to see you. And yeah, okay. So first thing to do is to say welcome to the show. And welcome.
Welcome. Good to see you, everybody. Thanks for helping us. Thanks for joining in and helping us build this bot.
Oh, totally, because you can now search the live video hub, which you couldn't 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Lynn is saying thank you. Still learning from you, which is good. And we say hello to Corinda and Eddie of Like the Page. I'm not sure whether they've actually arrived yet. Okay, where shall we begin?
Well, as always, let's begin with just a little review of what the Live Video Hub is. And then when you finish reviewing, then I will talk about what the bot is intended to do as well and where we are in the process.
Brilliant. Okay, let's go for that. Live Video Hub started 6 weeks ago, and basically it's 150 different shows from different pages on Facebook, all broadcasting live on the same page. And that means that you can go to Live Video Hub any day of the week, any time of the day, and you can find a live show. Now, when people go live on their own page, they also go live on the hub. And it's a two-step process. First thing, contact me and tell me your page. And the second thing is, before each show, you decide where you're going to go live, and the Live Video Hub is one of the places you can go, and you can join everybody else there. And I've got to admit that since this started, I've watched more live video than ever.
And you weren't exactly a slacker in the watching live video in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm seeing different shows I would never have found. I mean, the Live Video Hub is bringing 150 shows together. And basically, if you go on there now, you see 12 shows ready to go live either today or tomorrow. And that's just astonishing. People have taken to this. And what we're doing now is looking for viewers. But in order to look for viewers, you've got to be able to find your show, which leads us to the next great step forward in Facebook Live history. And it's over to RJ to explain.
So I am, for those of you who don't know me, my name is RJ Redden. Black Belt Bots is my company. And so I build messenger bots all day, every day. And I love it. And we've actually been doing this show a bit, kind of a while. We wanted to talk to BLIVers specifically about messenger bots, how that can help your broadcast, how it can help get people in the seats and help you communicate with your audience. So we kind of started out on that realm. And then after Live Video Hub started, it was like, Steven, maybe we just build a bot in front of everybody online. We, talk about the features we're including. We show off the stuff that we've done, and we build a messenger bot to help broadcasters get discovered. So that's kind of how this idea started. we build a messenger bot to help. Don't know where that came from, but I heard myself twice, and it was too many times. Anyway, so that's where the idea came from. Was we started to think about, okay, we've got all these broadcasters on one page. That's a start. Gathering everybody together to broadcast and cross post on Live Video Hub. That's step one. Step two, we have this incredible BLivers community, people helping each other, people hanging out, people really trying to lift each other up. Now we just need that third element, which is, what if somebody popped onto the Live Video Hub page and wanted to find a show? Kind of difficult at this moment. I mean, you could use the search bar, but the problem with the search bar is nobody knows it's there. So it's hard to get people to use features that they don't know is there. I just know this from experience. And so you can use the search bar over there, but what we've done is come up with a messenger bots that will let people find shows, help broadcasters get discovered, also provide educational tips and tricks for live streamers who want to up their game a little bit, maybe don't have as much experience as everybody else. So there's lots going on in this bot. And today we'd like to show off what we've gotten done this week. And then we want to ask you a few questions. My broadcasting friends out there, I would love to get you thinking on some things because I had some thoughts yesterday about some different features, and I just want to kind of get your take on and get some ideas for how you want to find shows on the bot. So without further ado, we did add quite a few new shows last week. Tell me how many shows are on the bot on the hub right now? You are muted, my friend.
I'm back. This is live video, and I'm just waiting for my virus checker to check the program. The database will then start running. That's the pain of right. Okay. At the moment, we have 20 shows on the bot, and we're waiting for another 12, 14, because I've just asked 2 people. So when that's finished, there will be 33 on the bot. So that's good progress, but obviously, the more people are on the bot, the better. So my side of the bargain, I'm going through now, and I'm messaging everybody who's been live since in June on the Live Video Hub and saying to them, could you just give us a little bit more information, and then RJ can put you on the bot.
Perfect.
I'll say hello to Sylvia and Lenny. I think ours was being YouTube.
I am having such a problem hearing you, Steven. Yeah. Like I can see your lips moving and I can hear a little bit of sound, but I don't know if your virus background stuff is kicking out your sound or taking too much computer energy, but I will fill some time here while you kind of generate. What Steven has done is because he is vastly intelligent and knows how to build things that I don't know how to build. He has built a little database because now that there are this many people, we want to be able to keep track at a glance of, okay, how many do we have? Who has broadcasted lately? We want to be able to keep track of this because we want to show off shows that are broadcasting. You know, we want to show off people who are doing that, and we want to be able to know who we've gotten show information from and who we haven't. So Steven has built this lovely little gem of a little database there, and it's strictly so that we can know what's going on. Yeah, Steven's very muffled. It's like you're talking under a blanket. It is so weird. Okay, that's what Kim says there. Nothing.
Can you hear me
Now you're muffled again.
I'll be back.
Okay. I will talk because you know what? Talking is my favorite thing to do. Just ask my wife. Okay. Now, Steven has made kind of a little database so that we can keep track at a glance of how far in the process people are. And yesterday, not only did I add probably about 6 or 7 new shows that had given us their information, I also added a feature. I added a find a show. Not people, I want them to be able to get on the bot, whether they're on their computer or whether they're on a mobile device. I want them to be able to just get on, type find a show, and immediately get the selection of shows. It's a no-brainer, right? But it's one of those things where if when you're building the bot, you kind of have to really put yourself in your user's shoes and think, okay, what's their main thing that they want to do here? So the find a show is now operational. You can type in see shows, you can type in find a show. I think there's a couple of other phrases that I went for there. But we want people to be able to just be served the information whenever they want to. Now, let's get to my little question here, and I would love your feedback. I would love your everything on this because it is it's vital to kind of come at this finding a show and connecting you to broadcasters. I would love to approach this in as many angles as possible. So, right now, what I have operational. The Death Star always comes to mind. Fully operational. Anyway, right now, what is functioning in the bot is a search by category. So we've got business, marketing, personal coaching, talk shows, and we've also got like a specialty show category. So those are great, and then of course it breaks down into little subcategories and things like that. It's fabulous stuff. We just love it. But let me ask you, if there are other ways that you would like to search for shows, sorry. Would you like to search by day? Would you like to search by time of day? Would you like to see the entire listing of every show that we have? These are the questions that are coming to mind from me because within a bot, you can solve a problem one way, and that is great. But you must also come at the problem or the thing that you want to do from several different angles if you can. Steven. Oh, nope, he's back. He's gone. He's back. He's with us in our hearts all the time. So he'll be back, I'm sure. So I'm just going to keep talking. Is there a way that you want to search for shows that is, in addition to just searching by category? Do you want to type in somebody's name? Do you want to type in, a certain word and get the shows just under that category? Do you want to, what are the things that you see yourself? What are the things that you see other people also wanting to do? How, because I've kind of approached it from the category standpoint, but there's so many other things that we could do, and we want to identify what could be done, and then when we want to identify, okay, what are the top 3 things that we want to do within the bot? So do throw your comments down there. When Steven gets back, we'll catch up on the comments. Know that I'm like a guest on this bad boy, so I can't see any of your questions. Does it matter if the show isn't at a regular time every week? Great question, Jeremias. So here's the deal. We want to see a regular show. If you don't have a regular show time, do you have a regular show day? And this is, so the Live Video Hub works like this. You can cross post any video you want. to the live video hub as long as you've scheduled it in advance and you're on BLive. So you could give me, okay, well, we don't really go, at a certain time, but we do go on Tuesdays every week. And then we've got one-off shows that just kind of, occur. And if you want to give me that, that'll work. If you don't have a regular time or day, if it's all one-off stuff, then then you can give me your show card without a show time on it, and show cards we'll get into in a sec here. You can give me that without a regular show time, but we're not going to be able to set up reminders for you. So what I would do, if I were you, if I had that same issue, Jeremias, there are some folks on the live video hub. They are the Wigan people. It's a rugby team. You can find it under specialty shows. I've watched their show. I know nothing about rugby. I still love their passion. So anyway, those folks don't go on at a regular time either. But what they have is a messenger bot. And that messenger bot will remind people, they will ping people when they're going online. So I hope that answers your questions. We'll still absolutely put your show up under a category, give us your show card, do all of those things. But if you don't have a regular time, I'm going to really suggest that you have some sort of function where you do let people know, boom, I'm going online. Remind them 10 minutes beforehand, give them the link. So that's how I would do that.
And that's a good reason. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, and your sound is good.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And well done there. I knew you'd be able to hold down the fort. My apologies for that. I must stop experimenting with new software on broadcast days because that makes things go wrong. So my apologies for that.
If you ever stop experimenting with new broadcasting software on broadcast days, I think bad things will happen. I think the Earth will shift on the axis that it's currently on. So I don't know if I advise that for you.
I take your point because every weekday is a broadcast day.
I know.
So yeah, right, okay. Then that wouldn't work at all, would it? And Jeremiah is saying he would like to search by topic, and
okay, perfect.
You covered that, so we're all good. Right, okay. Now you did mention a demonstration. Do I need to set something up?
Well, so we can show people if you would like to set up your messenger, get on the bot, and let's demo the find a show.
Right, okay. I'm just going into Messenger, and once I've been in Messenger, I will share my desktop.
Okay, perfect. So let me talk about what Steven's about to do here while he goes ahead and sets that up. Thank you for being our producer, by the way. It's nice. It's nice to be able to sit back and let somebody else produce. Anyway, here's what Steven's setting up. We have, I just talked about, I recently added the Find a Show feature where you can just type that into Messenger at any time in the bot and get served the categories of shows that we have, and then be able to search for a show within certain categories. So we're going to demo this as Steven brings his Messenger up. He's going to be bringing up, by the way, messenger.com, which you can totally see your messages on messenger.com. Pretty much only computer geeks use that thing. Most of the people that are going to be searching for shows for your shows are going to be using their phones. So it will be set just a little bit different. It'll view differently on a phone because, of course, the screen is, that big. So, but this is essentially what we're going to get. So go ahead and type Find a Show into that bottom row, if you will, Steven. Find a show. Boop. And hit enter for me. Sweet. I'm going to ask you a few questions so I can point you in the right direction. what kind of shows are you interested? Swipe through the categories below. We've got a lot of shows to choose from. So you see business there. I need to replace those catchy subtitles. Got talk shows right there. Next guy's going to be marketing. We got personal coaching, of course, and last one being specialty shows, shows that just don't fit under any other category. So go ahead and hit one of those for me, Steven. See shows. We do have a couple extra that I was able to put in under business this week as well. So very good. Yeah, go ahead there. And I have no idea why the pictures aren't coming up, except for the fact that we're streaming and downloading stuff at the same time. So you know how that goes. But let's page through these. We got the Aaron Strayer show, and we've got Brad's Live. And then we got one that I added this week, Home Biz Confidence. Look at that show card, people. Hello. Does that make you not want to watch that show or what? So excellent. We've got Small Business Saturdays, weekly video series, Aaron Montgomery right there. And then we've got Profitability Power Hour. So you can see that this is why we're asking for this information. We've got the show card, we've got a title, we've got a 1-sentence description, and we've got what's, let's see. And then if you've got a messenger bot, I don't think that anybody here has a bot attached. Aaron Strayer show should. Oh, that's on my list. All right. Anyway, actually, go back one to Barbara, please. Okay, so she has got her show connected to a messenger bot. So you can connect with her in Messenger, or you can go to her page if you hit Take Me There. So Steven's demonstrating that as well. And so this is kind of, there it is. Barbara, I can't pronounce that. We have to have her on a show so she can tell us. Welcome. I'm Barbara Bot. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. Automated helper. And this is fantastic. We are live and testing. She's probably like, what? Anyway, very good. So, looks like she's got that going really well. So this is how you can, this is, how the people are finding the shows. This is the topic-based, option that we have. Which is good stuff. I also have down below there, and I don't know if I'm going to keep that in that current position because I've just seen it come up in your screen and I'm like, it bumps everything else out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put that on the end of the row again. We've got a don't see what you need. It'll be put back on the end of the row here, and you can click back to the main categories if you don't see what you need. So that is what immediately you can start doing is typing in find a show to be able to find the different stuff on there. We've got 20 or 21 shows inside the bot right now, people who have given me all their information, and I've been able to take that and pop that into this system for them. But we would absolutely love more. We've got 150 shows, so we're shooting for 150. Here are the talk shows. We've got Live with Will. We've got Wig and Fan TV. Cheryl Piper, of course. Very good. And then Be Your Own Kind of Beautiful. That's a new one that I put on the bot this week. Marketing. Marketers, we need your shows. Because all we've got right now for shows are 2 shows, my show and Kim Boltzmann's show, which are both great shows. But seriously, we need more of you in here, my friends, my marketing friends. So let's see what else. Personal coaching. There's a few more in that category as well. And we'll see there's come up here in a second. Empowering parents, hypnosis and meditation, and mindset. That's there as well. the highly sensitive people success strategies. And then we added a new one, balance your productivity with Claire Evans. She's got, and then of course we've got the Sideways Insider. That one is Carrie Decker. That's who that one is from. Now, if you are yet to give me your information, do think about this. Oh, specialty shows. Let's go through those as well. Okay, here's Wigan fans again. Now I put them in specialty. I gave them kind of a double listing because I want to see the traffic. Which category they get more traffic from. Then we also have the kayak fishing show with Jim Salmons is next. I added this week, Be Inspired with Brigetti. And Just Ask Jay, 7 p.m. EST Tuesdays. That one is on. So that is, those are the shows that are in right now. If you've got a show that's in there, and you haven't checked your listing yet, just type find a show and you'll be able to kind of search through and get your listing. So the thing that I'm doing now is I want to take that same information that we already have, and I want to build several pathways to it. So if you are, when I develop some courage, I will give you mine. You know what? Live streaming is more practice than courage.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, taking the plunge for the first time, okay, we can understand the nerves, but once you've done your first one, then it just gets better from there. And if you want to do your first one privately into a group so nobody sees it, it's not a problem. Thing is, just do it. Just do it. Anyway, that's slightly off the bot topic. We're here to help in any way that we can. And then saying thank you. Sorry.
Oh, very good. Okay, so other ways that you might like to search. Please go right ahead and give me any information that you have on that. I'm going to be building in the next couple of weeks here. Here's the next mission. Making the reminders work. So we have it so that if you do not have a messenger bot, we still want to get people to your show. You don't need a messenger bot to make all this work. Very few of us have them in the list. So we want to be able to send people a message 15 minutes before you go live. We want to say, hey, Be Live in 5 is going to go live in 15 minutes. Here's a link to their page. And yeah. And I was thinking too, Stephen, you're acting as my clients here, so I'm hoping to get your opinion. Should we lead people to the Facebook page itself, or should we lead people to the video category?
I think if you lead people to the video category, then whilst they're waiting, they've got something to watch.
Yeah,
they can watch last week's show. Or the previous show, whichever it happens to be. The thing about Facebook pages is they're not perfect. And if you send somebody to the front page, it looks like somebody's sort of thrown a deck of cards against the wall and you can't find anything. So the videos seems the sensible thing to do, from my point of view.
That seems right to me as well. I will tell you, and Kim Boltzmann watching, so she knows. Well, maybe she's not anymore. I think she's going on the air actually at this moment. But the Facebook has now given us opportunities to create playlists with our video page. Mm-hmm. I certainly have some. You know I do. And so because I want that video page to look good, people pop on, I want to put the most popular show first. And then, you know, in descending order, I want to put everything that I'm doing. But yeah, I think that instead of just leading to the Facebook page, we lead them to the video page. Now, am I right in assuming that when a page goes live, the featured video on the top of the page is the live video? Did I get that right?
That's totally correct. I mean, you've got the live video at the top of the page. Underneath that, as you just mentioned, you've got the playlist. Underneath that, you've got all the videos.
Okay.
In date order, reverse date order. So the most recent first, and then the next to most recent, and so on. But I mean, that's the place to go to. That's the equivalent of your YouTube page.
Yeah.
Because it shows all your videos. Yeah.
It is. Well, and YouTube's getting a run for their money, aren't they?
Oh, well, yeah. Indeed. I mean, Facebook are really motoring ahead.
Well, it seemed like for small business owners, at least, you know, folks that I've been advising for years, it just seemed like YouTube took a run behind when they basically said 10,000 viewers, or these are all the features you don't get anymore. So yeah, with the IGTV now and with Facebook Live, things are going nuts. So that's what we'll do for the reminders. We're going to set them to go 15 minutes ahead of time. We're going to lead them right to your video page. So that gives people something to watch while they wait. And we will do it just that way. Now, the trick is this. With setting the reminders like we're planning to do, we are going to have to do some computer shenanigans. Oh, I know, darling. Gasp, everyone. We are going to have to, the bot cave here, which is what I call my office. We're no stranger to computer shenanigans, and neither is Steven Healey. What we're going to need to do is we want to set up one reminder to go every week at the same time. ManyChat, because we don't want to send up 150 broadcasts a week just because we've got jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got to be practical, hasn't it? It's got to be practical.
It does. Practical on your volunteer crew. That's what we're doing here. So the way that we're going to set this up is through an app called Zapier. Zapier is an app that let's see. Zapier, it makes you happier. Zapier will hopefully be able to do just a little function that every time those that message fires, that Black Belt Bots is coming on in 15 minutes. Here's a link to her video page. We want to be able to zap that information to Zapier and have it change one element and then return to the page so that people will keep going through that same broadcast message every Tuesday and Thursday at 12:45. So that's our next mission. We're messing with some Zapier people, and it's gonna be super great. But we're hoping to really get some people in the seats for you, and get you connecting with more viewers.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, basically, we talked the other day when we were doing our mini 15-minute recording, and we talked about getting to critical mass. And what we're working at the moment is getting everybody who actually broadcast live, and there were 52 different shows on the live video hub this month. We're getting all those 52 into RJ's discoverability bot, so that you've got 52 shows to look at. And then we're going to start on the other 99. So we're actually pushing forward, pushing the numbers, and the more people we can actually get onto the bot, the more useful it becomes, and the more people will see it and use it. That's the whole plan. It's straightforward, really.
It is. And I'm wondering, Steven, this is totally a side note, but on the Facebook page for Live Video Hub,
Yes.
Can we put the find a show function on a button?
Now there's a challenge. I don't know. Shall we find out between now and next Wednesday?
We must.
Yeah.
I think that we could. I think that is something that we can do. So yeah. I would love to see something like that, because I want to direct people toward finding shows and getting set up with us as a broadcaster.
Yeah.
Because those are going to be the two needs of people who visit that page.
Two true, as I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. At the moment, we've got send message as being the operative call to action, but we could edit the button, and we could say book with you, contact you, learn more about your business, shop or make a donation, download an app, or join your community. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. I'm sure we can do something. I'm sure we'll ponder it.
We'll make it happen. It's fine. So very good. That is that's what I had for agenda, but I would love to kind of take questions from folks and just sort of see, and also suggestions for how you'd like to search. The only things that I've come up with so far are, again, the category, which we already have, and then the time and date. Would you like to be able to say, I want to see all the shows on the hub right now? Would you like to be able to say, I want to see all, if it's Monday, do you want to be able to pop up the bot and type Monday and see all of the 12 to 15 shows that are happening on that Monday? Is that, would those be helpful for you? If it was, I want to see all the evening shows.
Yeah.
We could give you 5 days or 7 days a week in the evening as well. So.
Mm-hmm. Very sweet. Shall we just take and Erin's watching. Hello, Erin. Nice to see you. Shall we just take a segue here?
Let's segue.
Because you've got the agenda, but I've got a question. And I know the best person to answer it is you. And this is not about Live Video Hub, it's about anybody who's doing a live show. And the question is, can a bot, if I can get it on screen, can a bot help increase your live audience?
It certainly has, for me, for my clients, and for everybody who has a bot working for their live stream. Listen, so here's the one thing that I would suggest that you get. It is, Steven's got like a video you can watch on how to hook this up. It's called the Comment Growth Tool. We've got one. Have we got one running for this show, Steven? We've got.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, BLIFbot's running.
Minute. We have. Type guest to join us.
Type guest. So Stevens is a type guest to join us. For me, for my Black Belt Bots show that goes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I've got, if you type live in the comments, that it will automatically subscribe you to all of my show reminders, which will come to you usually just a couple of minutes after I've gotten online. That, it'll give you a little show card about that day, a little summary of what we're going to cover that day, and a link to the show. That is so nice, and it's relatively easy to set up compared to some of the other things you can do. And what that does for you, okay, great. Reminders, fine. But does that really help? Some people have asked me that question. What it does is, even if they don't watch the show, it reminds people that that's the kind of show that you do every time they look at that broadcast or a broadcast from your page. Also, there's a watch the show link, watch live, and then there's catch the replay. because people don't always have time right then, but they want to come back. Most of your views are on a replay anyway. So you want to put that option in there for people. So reminders are super cool because people can all of a sudden, they're just reminded that you do the things, you're staying on top of people's minds without being intrusive, shall we say. And here's the thing. Once folks are in there, once folks are watching your show regularly, you can start to connect with them beyond the show. Some people stream just to stream. Some people just want to build the biggest audience they can. Totally, if that's you, that's wonderful and that's fine. But for me, I want to find people. I want to find people I can collaborate with, work with, refer someone else to. I want to build solid relationships from that chatbot and from my audience. So what I will do, and what Steven taught me to do this, by the way, Steven will go through and thank people inside the bot for watching the show. And doing little things like that, just thanking people. Or, hey, what would you like to see on the show? Do you have any suggestions for topics? Or something that will involve them in your show, because your show can be experienced 1 hour a week, right? Or maybe 2, or if you're Steven's case, 7. But you're only on air for a short period of time. But if you have a bot, you have the ability to communicate with people, one-on-one private conversation, not seen by anybody else. You have the power to communicate with them the other 167 hours a week. And that's why a bot is important, because it's not just about how many people can you get to your show. It's about how many people are engaged with your show. How many people have you gotten to know personally through your show? That's the kind of stuff that is important to me. And that's why I think it's important to have a messenger bot attached to your show if it's humanly possible for you, because then you will reap the benefits of building solid relationships instead of just watching the numbers and saying, why can I not get that, above where it is right now?
Everybody, sorry.
No, you go ahead. You look like you had something to say.
Everybody who is in your messenger and in ManyChat has viewed your show. That's how they got there. So they're interested in your shows and what you do. The next step, and if we're talking to broadcasters here, the next step is to turn somebody who watches your show into a participant, somebody who will come along to your show and comment. And you can reply to that comment on screen. And as RJ just said, you can actually then talk to them after the show, either just by replying to the message that they left, or by going into Messenger and starting a conversation. That's a free choice. You can do that anytime after the show. The other thing that you can do is, if you work on the relationship and you build a relationship with someone, then they'll become from viewer to participant to advocate. And if you can get somebody to advocate for your show and say, I love watching Erin, then her shows are always on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 12 p.m. Eastern, go and watch them. If you can get people saying that, then that's your mission accomplished. And the more advocates that you have, the more people talking about you to their friends, the more successful you become. And it's all a question of looking after people, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Respect in space and just caring about the people who are coming to your show over and over again. There are people who will do this for me as well. There are people that kind of corral other people and say, you got to see this. That is the difference, isn't it? Because it's organic. It's not something you have to pay for. It is something that, having people who are advocating for you also are, those same people are giving you input as to, hey, I'd like to hear about this a little bit more often. Or you can really start to tailor your show towards your current and future audiences by building those relationships and just paying attention to what people are saying. Marketing used to kind of be about trying to see within the black box. They called it a black box when I took the marketing class 20 years ago. Anyway, they called it trying to see it within the black box of the customer's head when they're trying to make a buy decision, that nobody knows what's really in there, and that the folks are guessing, and all marketing strategy is basically built around trying to see into that thing, or trying to accurately predict through analytics what move to make next in marketing your product according to what they think is going on up here with your clients. Okay, 20 years ago, a lot of things were different, weren't they? And today, you don't have to guess. You can just ask people. And if you have a bot, you have a space for a private one-to-one conversation with people that they will feel like they can be honest in. And that is a huge thing for people who, if your business is built upon building solid relationships for people, if your audience is built on building solid relationships with people who become advocates, then that's where the heart of the matter is. That's where the critical mass is born. And that's the next step to your success. So
just do it.
Just do it. Just do it.
There is another side to this as well. And that is, if you build up such relationships that somebody becomes an advocate for your shows or whatever you're doing, then it's more than likely that you'll become an advocate for them.
Oh, yeah.
So this is a virtuous circle, because if you promote them, they will promote you, and everybody wins. There are no losers in this game, because everybody's doing of their best to help each other. And that's what I love about live video, is that everybody does support each other and does go the extra mile. And bots are just but one step in that, a positive step. And we talk often about friendly bots, and we've seen some unfriendly bots in our travels. We don't name them because we don't want to either shame them or give them publicity. But bots done right, the RGA way, actually do attract people in, and you grow your audience organically, and you can talk to people, and it's just so good. It's the right way to do it.
It's based also on where Facebook is going, not where they've necessarily been. We've sort of been on that train ride where, you know, the Facebook, all of that sort of stuff has been based on numbers. It's been based on how many friends you have, or how many views you have, or all of that kind of. Some people call them vanity metrics. I've heard that term thrown around a time or two. Hello, Aaron Strayer. How are you? Thank you for calling me the bot queen. That's wonderful. I love it. So Facebook has been, you know, it's been built on that kind of stuff. Well, earlier, you know, kind of this spring, Facebook has taken a turn toward, we don't want to be that place anymore. We want to be a place where people actually connect, not just sort of passively robo-connect. You know what I'm saying? You know, that constant scroll and all of that kind of stuff. They're taking away some of those features so that people will actually spend more time with the people that they care about. One place they do that is Messenger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true. I mean, the facilities in Messenger are just, I mean, if you said to me 5 years ago, 90% of your communication will be through Facebook Messenger, I would not have believed you. And today it is. I mean, in actually putting together the live video hub and the discoverability engine, we've been in contact with 150 people, and we're getting to know them. We've been on some of their shows. They've been on our show. So it's actually started to build a sub-network, really, of people who are on the live video hub, because we're getting to know them well. And it's by reaching out and actually helping and pushing. That is, well, as I said earlier, it's a virtuous circle.
Yeah.
And it's knowing the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which gives me an in tomorrow to say, for tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, it's myself and Linda West, and we're going to be talking about, well, we're going to be talking about, RJ will appreciate this, just do it, is the theme of the show. And we're going to be talking about what Linda does, what I do, and we're going to be helping people again. And I'm looking forward to the show. I was approached this morning by, just whilst we were on notices, it's like being in church and the Reverend reading out notices. I was approached this morning by, right, I'm going to have to say a mystery guest host, because you were, well, if I don't say her name, then we're having a chat tomorrow, so hopefully things go well. There'll be a new co-host next Tuesday. And this just came out from the BLIFbot group. On the show yesterday, I just put a one line. The one line said, I'm looking for a co-host. And that's it. So build it and they will come. I never understood, but write a line of text and people see it. And if it strikes a chord, they will message you. And that's where Messenger comes in again. So over to Erin. And Erin is saying relationships are what will maintain and be consistent over time. The bots being an extension of us is a brilliant way to keep the human touch. Do we need a copywriter, RJ?
Erin's amazing. By the way, watch Erin's show. It comes on right before mine, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Don't miss an Erin Strayer show. She's on the live video hub. But also on Facebook is the Erin Strayer Show. There's always something to be learned, I think. And I love learning from her. And I found her in the BLIFe group. This is before the video hub. I just found her in the BLIFe group. So very good. No, I love the way that she put that because it's so succinct, and I'm not always succinct.
Put that up there.
Not always at all, but
we'll get a screenshot of that. Yeah, I mean, do you have a show at 1 p.m. Eastern today?
Nope. Today's Wednesday. You know what? I do have a show at 1 p.m. Eastern today. It's not mine. It is Cheryl Piper Snyder. I'm going on her show in 9 minutes. And we're going to talk about bots. We're going to talk about conversation marketing. She's the conversation person. I learned so much from her the other day. We were on a call together, and she invited me to do her show. So I'm doing Cheryl's show in moments.
Well, I think it's only fair then that you take a break between her show and my show, our show. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I do.
So we've run through the agenda. We've given an overview of how the system currently works. You can try it out if you follow the link, which I'll post after the show. Now, RJ and I will be working together over the next week. We'll be back next Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern to tell you what we've done. There will be advances. We'll have more people on the discoverability engine, and I'll give you a link now. Just a minute. Okay, what you need to do is to go here and scroll down. Okay, just a second, it's gone. No, disappeared. Right, okay. If you go here and type find the show, then that's what you need to do. That is all you need to do. And you'll then find all the shows currently there. And over the coming weeks, you'll find even more. Are we good?
We are. Thank you, everybody, for watching today. And stay tuned next week. We're going to talk about creating those reminders for people. And we're going to show you some new shows that we've added. And we're going to have a wonderful time. So join us. We'll build more bot.
Let's keep building. And if you need any help with building your own bot, there's only one place to go. And that's to go and chat to RJ. So, thank you, everybody. We'll see you again next week. Take care. Bye.